everyone, my name is Cyrell. This is another video here at Cyber Advent, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about how I went from broke as a joke to 100 plus in the span of 2 years. Let's rewind the clock back to 2020. So it is around January 2021, I decided to start applying to jobs in IT. I went and I applied to different jobs and I kept getting denied because I did not know Active Directory or anything about enterprise IT. So I decided to go ahead. I put VMware on this computer right here, or a version of it. It's a little beefed up, but it's that same computer, same motherboard, same CPU, also same GPU. But yeah, so I decided to put VMware on my computer. I go and I download Windows Server 2016, and I start making a lab for Active Directory, so I know how to use it. During this time, I also started studying for the Security Plus, and I get my Security Plus on February 20th, 2021, and I start my first job in IT February 22nd, 2021. So I get my cert, and then I ended up getting a job. I interviewed after doing the lab, and I start on 2 days after I get my first cert. Woo. So I get the cert, I get my job, and I start learning about IT. I start learning about Active Directory, and I start learning how terrible it is to be in help desk. You know, nonstop calls, you only have 30 seconds to complete a ticket, no breaks. Or you get breaks, but they don't like you having breaks. But anyway, during this time, in my first 2 weeks, I ended up getting a call saying, hey, we will hire you to do the exact same job, but for the government. So I ended up having to get a security clearance. So basically, I'm working this job, my first job, job one. I'm working this job, waiting to get my security clearance so I can start working job two. During that time, I also go and I get my Network Plus. And then I start saying, you know what, I kind of want to go back to school. So I go back to school for a little bit at this local community college. It's an absolute grind, guys. So I started working job one on second shift. So I'm working, 3 o'clock to about, I think 1-ish, something like that. So that's my first shift. And then they say, you know what, we're going to put you on graveyard shift, night shift, overnight. We're gonna start making you work from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. And I'm like, dang, you know what, fine. I need the experience, I'm doing it. So I ended up going and I'm working this job. I'm waking up at 1 o'clock, starting my job at 3 a.m. And then I'm grinding, making or getting calls and studying for other stuff, writing down papers for my community college. And I decide, you know what, I am going to go to a online school. So I ended up getting the one course I need to get my associate's degree. And then I start looking at online schools. I hear about Western Governors University, and I said, okay, you know what? I'm starting this new job in June. It's late June too, so 10 days after I start my second job, job two, I start going to Western Governors University, or WGU. And I'm working this job and I'm learning the system. It's a little bit older than job one, but it pays better. And then it starts hitting me with mandatory overtime. I'm just like, man, I need this time to study. But guys, don't worry. By the end of the year, because WGU has 6 month semesters, I ended up knocking out 11 classes. And during that time, I found out about jobs in the DMV area, and I've been applying to jobs in the DMV area. I was going to first accept a job for $65K as a junior system admin. I'm super happy I didn't. I'm super happy that something told me not to take that job, because for job three, I ended up making about 8K more. I ended up making like 73K to work in DC and meet amazing people. They are actually the reason why I have job 4 and 5, because if I didn't get job 4, couldn't get job 5. So I ended up going to DC with only $2,000 in my name and a whole lot of credit cards. And I'm like, man, this shit sucks. I have no money. This is terrible. What should I do? I basically just said, okay, well, in that case, I gotta get my degree. My degree is going to be the reason why I can get paid more. So I decided, you know what, I got 6 months or so, let's hit this. So job 3, I'm working desktop support. I'm making $73K. I'm doing everything I can to get my degree. Around the halfway mark, so in June of 2022 now, I end up reaching out to one of my coworkers at job 3 and say, hey man, I heard you have a connect for job 4. Could they be my referral? And he says, you know what, man, you're smart, you're on it, you're really working hard. Yeah, I'll get you connected with this guy. This is why it pays to have soft skills. This is why it pays to be friendly. This is why it pays. It truly pays just to be nice people and not being a know-it-all. Be humble. They give me this opportunity, right, to work in a SOC basically. So job 4 is to work in a SOC, and I'm working both jobs. I'm working job 3 and job 4 at the same time, right? Because what ended up happening is job 3 is my day job. And then job 4, they decided to put me on nights. Oh man, I'm back on nights, right? So I said, okay, what I can do is I can wake up at 8 p.m., go to job 4, stay out for 30 minutes, and then go to my next job and work my day job, and then come home and get 5 hours sleep and do it all over again. And what ends up happening is I decide, you know what? Now that I have my degree, I can do better. So I started applying for more jobs for another job within the same company of job 4. And I ended up getting a job at the end of the year. I call this, or actually I don't even call the guy. The guy calls me and says, hey man, look, we got the spot open for you. I think you'll be a great fit. I can't say how much I do, but I love my job. Every day I'm trying to learn something new. Every day for job 5, I'm doing everything I can to try and improve where I am working and doing what I really love. I truly enjoy what I'm doing. I'm super happy with how everything worked out. But I have to say, I know there's luck involved with a lot of stuff I did, right? For example, if I didn't have that night job, if I didn't believe that I could do those 2 jobs, the job 3 and job 4 at the same time, I wouldn't be here at job 5, right? And I can talk more about it in the future. But for now, that's kind of all I can go into. That's all I can really say. I gotta be a little vague. Either way it goes, that was my little story. That's how I got to where I am today. And hopefully I can tell you guys a little bit more in the future. Until then, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.